Hey guys, Des here. I co-lead St. Mark's South with my wife Judith, and we have two kids, Jack and Kiva. I also am assistant pastor to Shamalarkey in St. Mark's City. I came to faith when I was about 19 years of age. Before that, I had been brought up in what I would describe as a very chaotic family. My mum and dad separated when I was 7. My dad was an alcoholic and a gambler, and so my mum finally left. We ended up living in a women's refuge in Rathmines. She took 6 of her kids and we ended up in the refuge. My teenage years is probably where everything started to go a little bit pear-shaped. Ended up experimenting with alcohol at a very young age and soft drugs, rave drugs like ecstasy, acid and speed and different things and stuff. By the age of 15, I was finally thrown out of school. Around this time, my mum, who had her own demons to battle, started attending St. Mark's Church. And I couldn't deny that there was a massive transformation in her life. I couldn't deny that she stopped drinking, she stopped being addicted or to prescribed medications like Valium and stuff. She had suicidal tendencies and she had never had attempted anything ever again since she started attending St. Mark's Church. She came into what she described as a relationship with Jesus, and she'd come home and she'd be telling me all about Jesus and how I needed to know Jesus. And I was 16 at this time and I just didn't want to know anything about Jesus. And I was like, Mom, it's grand, it's good for you, but you're okay. And then when I was 18 years of age, I was on a motorbike and I drove my motorbike into a truck and woke up in hospital the next morning on different machines and stuff. And I came to the realization that, is what my mum was talking about, eternity and God, is it real? Because of the motorbike accident, I couldn't go back to work in carpentry, and so I ended up very lonely and very isolated again as an 18-year-old. People started inviting me to church that my mum knew, and I was like, no, you're grand. And there was one invite that I did accept, and the church, St. Mark's, had a football team, and so I decided to join the football team. And I went down to Dolphin House, that's where they trained, and they had a really good football team, and I got to know some of the guys on the team that were very similar in age and also background to myself, but they had a faith in God that I'd never experienced, and they talked about God as if they really knew God. And I was really intrigued by this. And a few months after I joined the football team, they invited me to come to church, and I came to a service and I really enjoyed it. And I came back a few times. And then I can remember the date, it was the 19th of January 1997. I was in St. Mark's Church at a church service, and the guy who was speaking at the end of the service asked if there was anyone there who wanted to give their life to Jesus. And that was the day that I suppose came to faith. As I said, I was 19 years of age, and it was the day that my life changed forever. I have a real relationship with Jesus now that I never thought possible, and he has blessed me more than I could even hope or imagine. I have a beautiful wife Judith, 2 amazing kids, and a peace and a joy that I'd never experienced before, all because of Jesus, and all because someone invited me to church, and all because someone invited my mom to church, and the impact that had.